School officials at Weber Middle School in Long Island, not too far from where I grew up from, they are basically banning fun. Yeah, at recess, the kids will no longer be able to play with items such as footballs, hard soccer balls, baseballs, lacrosse balls, or anything that might hurt someone on school grounds. All these things are banned from recess. And this I love, rough games of tag or cartwheels unless supervised by a coach. So if you're being supervised by the cartwheel coach, I guess you could do a cartwheel. This seems just profoundly awful to me. Kids need to run around and do stupid things and fall off trampolines and monkey bars. They need to exercise their bodies and their brains. Could this, like, what is going on here?
It's such bullshit. Kids need to be able to fake injuries so they can get out of class, which is what I did.
Yeah. Did you ever go to class? You were constantly everything.
I was, because I can dislocate my shoulder.
Really?
So I did that a lot. But it really is, jokes aside, it's the most important thing, because would you rather have your kid outside playing with the chance he gets hurt, say he gets hurt, breaks his arm, or her, then she gets a really cool cast, and all the kids get to sign it, and she feels cool for a minute. Or would you rather have them sitting on the computer during recess?
Right. So of course what this is about is they don't want them out there and they're, you know, banging up their knees and they're getting scrapes. All things that have happened throughout the course of time, I'm pretty sure. Ben, they're taking recess away.
It's all horseshit. It's all liability. It's school district, worried about lawyers, worried about getting sued. And it's going to turn every one of these fucking kids into a Republican. Because it's like, you could just, I can smell it. Because, you know, like Matt Drudge reads this story and he's like, look at the regulations, the Democrats are taking away recess. And in this case, this is regulation gone too far. Yeah. Like, I mean, you're overly involved here in people's lives. Let the kids play football. Obviously, if they're tackling each other on school property, you go up and you go, hey, you got to play touch when you're at school. Like, it's not complicated. But also, they're still going to be able to play football. They just got to play it with a Nerf football. Yeah. So you can still hurt someone.
You can hurt someone with a Nerf football. Oh, yeah. You can, right? You get one of those in the eye, it can still hurt.
Totally. It's hard to get that foam out of your eye. I don't know, man.
The worst.
I watched the story. This was a television story that we were reading, that we were looking at. And they interviewed because, you know, the reporter has to make an effort. This is one of the problems with the media, is that they can't do the story and go, this is obviously about liability and this is stupid, right? So they go and they talk to somebody in the ER there, and they ask him, you know, what kind of injuries have you been seeing at school? And of course, what he's been seeing is the same injuries he's always seen, right? And he goes, well, head injuries, bumps, scrapes.
Sprained finger.
Right, just sprained finger, right. Just break it down, everything's fine.
Yeah. All right, so removing the legal part out of this for a second, because it's obviously about the legal part, why is it that they always want to cut the things that are important? Like, if I was to look back on childhood, which was pretty decent, I went to a pretty decent school system, like, if they could have done anything different, I would say more recess. If I had a kid right now, I'd want them to take more music classes and more art classes and not be zoning out like I did during all the other classes. But why do we always go to the seemingly good things? Is it just because we're a bunch of liberal hippies here? You liberal hippie.
I don't even know. Maybe they just want everyone to be like pale and not see sunshine or something.
That's a good aspect. Lack of vitamin D for these kids.
I remember years ago when I was doing the show with Cenk, when I was doing the Young Turks with Cenk, and there was a story, I'm pretty sure it was in Dallas, and at graduation, they wouldn't allow teachers, faculty members, whether it was the principal or just a teacher during graduation, to hug a student. Like, you know, you see your teacher who's like been there for 4 years and you're like, you know, Larry, way to go. Good luck to you, right? They didn't want it because of the fear of the feelings of the unhugged.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, and that's a quote from it. The
so in case this guy was playing favorites, basically,
Not but he's playing favorites, but like if he's not going to hug everyone, you can't hug anyone. But
I hate that rule.
Right? It's crazy.
Well,
that's the cupcake rule, the 3rd grade cupcake rule. If it's your birthday, you have to bring 2 cupcakes for everybody.
Right.
Stupid rule.
Yeah, and so you can't. And then there were schools that wouldn't allow birthdays to happen, any birthday celebration at all, because of the kids who had birthdays in June, July, and August who didn't get to celebrate the birthdays at school. Let me tell you, the unhugged kids in Dallas are fine. They're okay.
That's a great point. Maybe this is like a case of, I don't know, they're just defending the nerds or kids that aren't good at sports. And they're like, well, these kids aren't good at sports, so now no one can play sports. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, but isn't that dangerous though? Like even if you were to even prescribe that to the bullying thing, which obviously there is a bullying problem in middle schools and high schools and whatever, but that you get bullied in real life too, constantly. You're going to be bullied far more in real life than as a kid. So if you take all of that out and you take out the competitiveness and learning how to be a team player in kickball or whatever, you take all that out of childhood, then you dump some kid out into the real world, and yeah, you're going to get far more bullied than you were before, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm getting a lot of head nods out of you, so I think you're on the crazy train.
I think you nailed that. For sure.
Bullying, we eliminate bullying. You don't eliminate everything else. And again, you got to be grades of bullying, but as soon as you tell school administrators, there's some great people in school, but running schools, but when you start to school administrators, as soon as you apply that zero tolerance policy, then you're expelling kids for bringing a plastic knife to peel their orange. And it's zero tolerance is almost never works unless it's like zero tolerance for rape. Right? I think we can.
Right.
We
Although
can
the Republicans have some exceptions because it'll shut it down.
Mostly, that's right. Minimal tolerance.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm with you. It's a crazy story. It makes the whole country look bad.
Final thought. I went to an arts boarding school for my junior and senior year of high school, and our PE was hacky sack because we played soccer once, and they had to cancel that because you can't hurt the musicians because they need their hands to play their musical instruments. So that's, with the lack of sports, physical activity, look what happened to me.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I'm super pale. I stay indoors a lot. I'm kind of antisocial.
You're on the computer all the time.
But what if hacky sack?
And I'm not learning anything.
You apparently masturbate too much.
It's crazy.
A lot of shit went wrong with you.
But hacky sack, you could hurt yourself with hacky sack. Twisted ankle, which then if you're, give me an instrument that you might need your foot for.
Piano.
Piano. Well, there you go.
You've given me 1,000 instruments to use your foot for. A piano would not have come on that list. Yeah.
Hey guys, the Rubin Report is brought to you by Coupon.com. You can get up to 75% off pet toys, chews, all kinds of treats, and more. The link is right down below. Click it and use code RR for 20% off your first purchase.